Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. What a morning. Wow. Woke up to some really interesting news. Um, let's start with Coinbase, OpenSea, and Andreessen Horowitz starting a $6 million legal defense fund for NFT creators. And I'm sitting back and I'm saying to myself, those are three very wealthy companies. $6 million should have been 10 times that. It just seems really low. And I think that, these are companies and just normal people that are not going to be able to, they're not going to be able to defend themselves, most likely, against the SEC. So there are going to be a lot of fines, unless something changes where the NFT space gets changed to, you know, consumer goods, right? Because mostly that's what they are, right? Fit the criteria. Most of it fits the criteria because most of it was artwork that was created. So I'm hoping that they increase the amount of money that's going to be put in that direction. I would hope that other company, excuse me, other companies would join, like Rarible, Magic Eden, who is late to the game on even saying anything about the situation. Rarible, I haven't heard anything about coming from them as of yet, but I would think that they would all step up and they would all join that legal defense fund. And I think that they would make a concerted effort as a group to fight the SEC in this case. And still waiting. I'm less than amazed right now. I'm less than amazed. It's actually pretty pathetic to me because without those creators, none of those businesses would exist. So, see what I'm saying? Pretty crappy. Catizen token. Well, they decided at the last minute that they were going to change the airdrop criteria, and they seem to be facing severe backlash over it, which is a shame because Catizen is expected to like hit and hit big. But this news is not good, not good at all. So we're gonna see if they change back or whatever. But they're definitely saying that it's a developer thing. They're going after. They're saying dissatisfaction and accusing developers of unfair practices. You hate to hear that developers are doing things that could be doing things like this. I hope it's incorrect. I hope they fix things. But if they don't, I have a rule. If you have one blemish on your record, I'm not going to trust you, period. So I'm going to watch to see if you get involved in another project, another program, another business. And if I'm already there, I will immediately divest. And if I'm not there, I will make sure that I never get there until you're gone. Because shady is not something I give a nod to. And this seems kind of shady. This has been coming for a while and now you want to change the airdrop rules? So I definitely want to look into that. Maybe there was good reason to change the airdrop rules. I don't know, but seems a little shady. Former ARK Invest analyst says that digital assets are going to be a $10 trillion market, and I'm sitting back and I'm kind of going, yeah. um, I mean, right now Bitcoin by itself is 1.3 trillion, give or take, like 1.1, 1.2 was 1.3. Just do the math on how much Bitcoin is, and you can see how easily 10 trillion is a hittable mark. Even if you just base it off of Bitcoin, you know, Bitcoin hitting 100,000, just you can do the math on how it could easily get there to that 10 trillion mark. So I'm not shocked. Something that is shocking me is the fact that, you know, we're expecting a minimum of 25 basis point cut on the 18th. It's 2 days away. That's Wednesday. We could get a 50. I could easily see how a 50 could work. However, why is that bringing the market down? Why is that bringing down crypto? I don't know if it's actually bringing down crypto as much as China's, economic data is bringing down crypto, because it's bringing down the markets right now across the board. So that's something that I'm paying attention to, right? It's not necessarily that it's bringing down crypto, it's that it's bringing down markets around the world, and crypto happens to be one of those markets That's what I'm literally paying attention to. So I want to hear more about it. I want to hear what people are saying about that. Oh, excuse me. Again, tired morning. I've been up since about 2:30. I couldn't sleep. What else is going on? You have Circle being accused. Wow, this is actually big. So Circle's being accused of actually making money, profiting off of the Lazarus Group. And if you don't know who the Lazarus Group is, they're tied to North Korea's hacking situation. Like North Korea, it seems like North Korea funds the Lazarus Group, and the Lazarus Group just hacks everybody and their mama around the world. And they're saying Circle might have made money from that, and that's Zach XBT that's making those accusations, and he's pointing to an alleged fact that it took them 4 months to blacklist certain things that would have helped to control that, helped to ebb that. And he's kind of like, well, or they're kind of like, yeah, well, that's not looking good. Let me go back down. Let me go down to my deeper notes. There it is. Zach XBT has accused Circle of profiting from transactions linked to the North Korean hacking group Lazarus Group. The accusation follows a delayed response by Circle in blacklisting funds associated with the group. Zach XBT criticizes Circle's platform-wide failure in combating money laundering. Whoa. These are like big things to be levied. Like big. Right? 4 stablecoin issuers, including Tether, Circle, Paxos, and Tecteryx, have blacklisted addresses associated with the Lazarus Group, a total freeze of about 6.98 million. Lazarus Group is, I want you to think about this. Lazarus Group is, has been touted as stealing in the billions. So there you go. Evidence suggests that the group has laundered about $200 million into stablecoins between 2020 and 2023. The accusation against Circle has sparked criticism, with concerns raised about the company's integrity and profit-driven motives. You could read more on growmybag.tv. You can. That's a juicy article. What else is there that's going on? So Shibarium, the layer 2 for Shiba Inu, is getting an upgrade. Oh, that's so pretty. There's a deer. That's a big girl. Wow, it's cute. Yeah, that's right. I like nature. That is a big deal because it's a major upgrade around security, scalability, and transaction efficiency. And it's an Ethereum upgrade. So that's really actually pretty cool. Something else that happened. Circle and Sony. Ooh. This one is big because it really makes you think about, what is Sony doing? So Sony has Sonium. That's their blockchain. They've now partnered with Circle to bridge USDC into Sonium. So now you've got your native coin, and now you've got another primary coin being a stable coin. And now you're wondering, what are you doing? And I have to say, there's almost no way in the world that they're not going to tie Sonium into their PlayStation. I don't think there's any way in the world that you could see that they're not going to be doing that. If that's the case, you're talking about a huge, huge thing. If they get it done if they get it done this year, next year is going to be insane. If they can get it done by Christmas, like before Christmas, to hit Christmas gifts, whoa, can you imagine? Can you imagine? Now people are sitting there going, oh, but it's just games. And imagine being able to use, let's take play to earn to the next level. You could do something like that. You could do something where you could buy all your gear using stable coins, using Sonium. Just saying. What amazes me is that Roblox hasn't taken this direction, because Roblox, you're using, their Robux or whatever it is. And it's kind of like, you should just be using, blockchain. You should be using crypto. But I think that's huge. That is going to be huge. And if what we're seeing is correct, with Circle integrating USDC with Sonium, That's a little bit bigger than big. It's a wee bit bigger than big. We should be paying attention. I know I am. I'm definitely taking notes on that one. Big notes, really big notes. What else is there? Bitwise CIO, Chief Investment Officer, supports meme coin ETFs starting with Doge and Shiba Inu. My only issue with that is that Shiba Inu, to me, is not a meme coin anymore. Started as a meme coin, cannot be called a meme coin. Why? Because it has real use cases, does get used, and even has a whole full-blown damn ecosystem. Stop calling it a meme coin. What did LL Cool J say? Stop calling it a comeback. I've been here for years. Same thing. It hasn't been a meme coin in a long time. Can we please get over that? Like, Lord. But still, an ETF, if you want to get involved in the meme business and you can't do it yourself, stuff like that. Same thing I say about the regular ETFs. Or, same thing I say about the Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs. First of all, no ETF is going to be the same as a Bitcoin spot ETF, period. None of them. Because none of them have the scarcity that Bitcoin has. That's a very big deal. If you can keep minting, you don't have that same effect, right? So if you don't have that same effect, it's not gonna move the same. It literally is just an investment vehicle. And if it's just that, then you might as well just go get it yourself. An ETF is another way of getting something without having to deal with an exchange. So as a package deal, right? Like, I'm not gonna go to a broker or an investment bank or whoever and just go get that ETF. It would have to be that here's my investment portfolio at that, provider. That's what I'd be looking at. It's just a piece of my portfolio that they're handling. And they say, well, we've got you some exposure over here, over here, over here, and one of those here's is crypto. Okay, cool. I can see that. But if you're just doing it to get into crypto, you might as well just go set up a Coinbase account or an OKX or a Kraken or a Gemini. Go set up an account somewhere and just go buy it yourself. That's it. Go buy it yourself. But if it's a part of a portfolio package, okay, I can see that. I can definitely see that. You're just saying, here's a chunk of money over here. You go do your thing. I'm going to take this other money and I'm going to go do my thing. That I can understand. But it seems interesting that's kind of the direction that they're leaning toward, right? That, Bitwise's CIO is thinking, we could definitely see those kinds of things. And I'm sitting back and I'm kind of going, interesting, very interesting. What else is going on? That's right. We should get into the numbers. So let's go do that. Let me get my notes out of your way. There you go. We're going to start with the Grow My Bag Crypto Tracker Top 25 Losers, right? It upgrades, it refreshes every 10 minutes. I don't have to think about it, which is great because early in the morning, you tell I'm tired today. I think I'm coming down with something, or maybe my body's fighting something. But dogs is down 10%. What do you think your boy's going to do? I'm going to go out and buy some dogs. People are looking at me like I'm crazy, but with a GMBX factor of 0.67, to get back to its all-time high that was just a few weeks ago, I think it can do it when the market starts going up, and that would be a huge increase to my portfolio. So yes, I'm probably going to go buy some more dogs. What else is there that I'm paying attention to? Wow, wait a minute. Optimism is down 7%. It has a 231 GMBX factor. Ondo is down 7%. It has a GMBX factor of 1.47. Anybody else that I'm actually paying attention to on this list? Not really. Not really. But all 25 of these cryptos are down with, above my 5% range. So if you're into any of these coins, you should be paying attention. You should absolutely be paying attention, right? Let's go to the top 25 winners. Not that many winners, right? Never heard of this one. Don't even know what that is. Black Agnes, I think they meant Black Angus, but whatever, and they messed that up. FTW doesn't even match. I have no idea what this is. Not trying to touch it, not trying to find out about it. Turbo is down 10, is up 10%. It's got a GMBX factor of 1.26. I only bring it up because I know somebody that's actually bought some. Phantom is up 4%. Right there, it just falls off a cliff. And everybody's at zero. That means everybody's just about negative. If they're not moving flat, they're negative. That's the way the market's moving today. It really is. Don't forget, Wednesday, which is only 2 days away, we get the FOMC interest rate decision. That's going to be huge. And then you'll have Powell speaking, and we're expecting that to be, the beginning of a long string. Some market analysts are saying, well, it's going to be a string of 10 throughout now and 2025, or through 2025. We'll see. Fear and greed index is at 39. I'm expecting that tomorrow we'll see it dip a little bit unless we see something go high today. DeFi Llama, we only have $86 billion in total value locked. The big board is telling us there's a lot to invest in. That's what the big board is telling us. I mean, look at all this. Pepe, Render, Near, Cardano, Pole. I mean, you really do have a lot of things that you could sink your teeth into. WIF is down. Bitcoin is down. I mean, just BCH is down. Ethereum is down. A lot of opportunities. This is exactly when I'd be using the crypto tracker. And the reason why is because it's going to give me the GMBX factor. It's going to tell me what I can, what's more interesting than something else. And I'll be able to do those comparisons and see which one I want to get into. That's what I find to be interesting. Let me just refresh this page. There you go. So you can see I saw this turn starting late yesterday. I saw that turn happening, and I was like, we're gonna break through. We're not gonna get that resistance support from the 200-day moving average. Now, what I'm thinking is that it's possible, because you see it turning right here. It's possible that it's definitely gonna shoot back up. So I think this could only be like a short stay, like right here. You saw how it came down, and it busted through support, but support was actually able to pull it back up. So I think that's what's going to happen right here. So right now, this dip, I'm going to buy on this dip. I'm absolutely going to buy on that dip, right? To me, that's an opportunity. I mean, if you can't see it, let me just circle it for you. Right there, right? In comparison to right here. Dipped down below and then got pulled back up and above. And then, came back down a little bit and then started sustaining a bit. I think that's what's going to happen over here. I think we're going to wind up pulling back above and it'll sustain a bit because we're going to get that pop on Wednesday. So I think this is going to be a very short-lived fall below that 200-day moving average. So yeah, I'll be buying. I will absolutely be buying. If you're looking at it right now, you could just go down the list and see where you can actually make some money. You can absolutely make some money in this market right now. Toncoin could be a place where you could make some money. It's down a bit. Just name one. This is what I mean. This is where I get just deer in the headlights because I have so many things that I could play with. I can make an argument for so many of these coins as to why I would buy them, right? I mean, obviously, except for the stable coins. But this is a place where I'd be sitting there looking and just going, oh my gosh. And in order to get me refocused, that's how I use the GMB, crypto tracker to actually help get me back to focus on which coins would do the best for me. Remember, for me, I'm buying Bitcoin no matter what. Bitcoin is always going to get bought. However, when I look at everything else, I'm like, oh, okay, I can divvy up the other part of my money on these slots. Meaning I have slots for coins to fit into. One is always going to get bought, is always going to be Bitcoin. So the money I put over there almost doesn't count, right? But if I earmark X amount of money, which is my DCA strategy, the other 50% gets divvied up between the rest of the slots that I have so I can remain focused. There are a lot of coins out there that I think are really, really good coins. Excuse me. They just have not earned a spot. If you've ever played sports, like my son used to play baseball, and he played third base and first base. Whenever he joined a new team, they would have him play third base because he had a wicked arm. but he really loved first base. So he learned at a really young age, if you want to play first base, you're going to have to take somebody's job. You're going to have to take that slot. So he learned to work harder, work smarter, and take that spot. That was it. So it's the same thing. For these coins to gain a slot in one of my bags, it's got to show me that it can do it, that it can sustain. Remember, for a while, XRP was put on ice, and that slot went up for sale, basically. You want to know what I put in that slot? I put Toncoin in that slot. I put Toncoin and a couple of its, other coins that are running on Ton slot. That's really what I did. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. I hope you like what I'm doing. If you do, hit the like button, hit the subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know whenever I'm dropping a new video. We're also on every night, every weeknight at 8 p.m. So you either have the crypto overflow from Monday through Thursday with Friday flips happening on Fridays. We'll either 3 times out of the month, we are going to have the Sunday roundup. And if you are a big bagger, members only, big bagger, you're going to actually have a big bagger meetup once a month at 4 p.m. Anyway, hope you like what I'm doing. Have a good one. Bye-bye.